Hi everyone, my name's Alison from Crumbz Craft. Today I'm going to show you how to sew in or weave in the ends of your wool, and the joining. So what happens is that when you're coming up and you have to join, try and get your joint at the side of your garment. So what we're going to do is I always try and do it on the second stitch in, not right on the edge, otherwise it gives it a bulge on the outside. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a knot and very gently bring it in as though it's going to go in underneath. Now today I'm showing you with a different coloured thread so you can actually see where I'm going. All right, so we've done one knot and we go over again very gently and bring that one down just beside it. Try and not get on top, try and get it down in beside that stitch. So if you can see, it's not going to bulge out, it's nice and flat. All right, nice and flat in there. Okay, so now when we've done that, what we want to do is, I'm not a fan on putting big thick wool to weave in too thick wool. I like to separate the fibers and just get the twist out. So there we go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to thread and we're going to follow. See, that's nice and low now. So what we want to do is follow where that thread is knotted. We're going to follow that and come right up into the middle, right up into the middle there. And just very gently pull. Now everything's gentle, okay? Don't pull too tight. And now we're going to follow. There's a stitch there. As it comes over, there's another one that goes that way. We're going to go underneath and we're going to come along. See that stitch there? I'm just going to put that one there for a minute. See that one there? What we're going to do is we're going to follow that and we're going to go through the fibers and come up in the middle of the next row. So that will come into there. Just pull it gently, not too tight. And then we're going to go through this one. Now what we need to do is on this side, now see where my needle's coming up? Just in there is a stitch right there. Okay, that one there. So what you're going to do is bring that through and you're going to loop it onto that one and just very gently pull. And that hides that in there, inside that stitch there. There it is there, all right? But when you've got it done with the same yarn, you're not going to see it. And then what I do is I come back down and I thread it back through that same yarn there and bring it back through to the front. And then just to finish it off, what we're going to do is go round the thread there and we're going to pick up that last stitch. So it's going to bring it in. Excuse the phone calls. And then we're going to just very gently pull. I don't want to cut that way, otherwise it's going, if I do that, see how it's made it flat across, all right? What we want to do is feather it. So what we're going to do is do it on the angle. Now I do this all the time, so when I do it shortly again down further, you will see it. Now what happens is that what I like to do is just massage that around, then eventually that there will mat down into that stitch there. So just leave it. Don't think, oh my goodness, it's sticking out. But see, even now, how it's gone down into the stitches. All right, so now what I want to show you on this side, and because we're using the fatter yarn, now I'm going to go down through that first stitch again, just like what we did before, and that is going to bring that knot in under that stitch there. So you won't see it, all right? Now just remember that the yarn is a different color because I'm trying to show you where we're going. So this is the frown, and so we're going to go over that stitch and across to that one there. Then there's the smile, so we're going to go in the smile and down to the frown again on there. So can you see a little pattern happening? So we're going to go over the frown and up to the smile. All right, so we're going to go over the smile and to the frown. And frown up to the smile. Smile to the frown. All right, so that's what it's going to look like. Now, that is your thick one. Okay, now I'm going to do the fine one. So I'll use the other needle for this one. So we're going to come up under that stitch there, all right? And then we're going to come up, just weave it back through there because I want to miss that one and come up into the next row. Never go up the same row. Okay, so we're going to follow over to the frown. All right, so we just gently bring that in. Now, smile across to this frown there on that side. Across, over to that one, just like what we did before. Okay, and across to the frown, around and across to the smile. So we're following the stitches on each one. And across and up to there. And last one. Now remembering we're going to go through the fibers to finish that one off. Okay, so now see how the difference between this one and that one. All right, so that's where, and now we're going to cut it on the angle and we're going to feather it. So now if we gently pull, that will come down and you just give it a little rub, dab it with a little bit of dampness on from your finger, and then that's where it sits. All right, so there's your bulky one. Now, if I bring that and cut that straight, see how it's going to keep coming up. There it is there. All right, where this one, you can't see. It's all gone. So you can imagine that fine one being the same color. All right, so just over here, I've already done one and you can hardly see it being done, and I've done down here as well. Now I'm just going to turn this around so I can feather it. So just very gently pulling and feather it on the angle. So follow your finger. and then just very gently bring it in, and then it goes down into the fibres in there. All right, on the side. So there it is. There's all your ends been sewn in, and there, oh, put those away. So there's your bulky one, and there's your split ply. All right, well, enjoy doing all that, and I hope you enjoy all your garments. So just remembering it, that's how you do it with thicker yarn and in garter stitch. All right, so enjoy your garment. Okay, bye everyone.